How's it going, guys? It's been a bit since I've done like a one-to-one sort of talking to the camera video. I think the last time I did that was literally the return of the channel, which was 10 months ago now. Long time, and I've been hitting the content pretty hard. How are you guys doing? That's basically what I want to ask. I've got something I want to get to in this video, and I'm completely free-forming this. I've literally just turned on the camera, turned on the microphone, and I'm just going for this. So bear with me if it's a bit rambly, but I wanted to ask you guys how you're doing. For anyone who's watching the channel, how's it going? I hope you're enjoying the content. I hope life's going good for you. I hope you're getting fulfillment and things like that. I'm in a bit of a weird place right now. First of all, I'm so glad that I get to do this again. I was in a dark place for a long time because we lost the flat that we lived in. Me and my missus, when I say we. We loved that place so much. Oh my God, we loved that place. It was our first place together. We'd painted it and decorated it, and it was lovely. We had the rug pulled straight from under us. If you want to see more about that, I'll probably leave a link at the end of the video to the I'm Back video, which was the first video I uploaded when I officially came back. We lived in a really pokey flat, the smallest flat I could, like expensive New York apartment, like $700 a month for like a room, that kind of flat. And you know, my health started to spiral and go down. I lost my job. I had a really good, really high-paying job and all that stuff. But we collected our things. We made some sacrifices. We sold some stuff. And we're in this newer place. And we've been here for over a year now. And we're super happy. I've got a studio that I can record music and play in. And I've been recording vocals recently, which has been really cool. But, yeah. There's always something with me. As you know, I suffer quite a bit with mental health, with depression very specifically. I'm going to be asking my doctor about maybe ADHD and things of that nature. And I don't like to, you know me, I don't like to put labels on myself really. And I've got so much respect for people with like Asperger's and ADHD that just crack on with life and are getting on with it and sort of beat down those barriers. My God, you have no idea how much respect I've got. My missus personally, she might kill me for saying this, but she has ADHD and she deals with it so well and she's so amazing, and I don't know what I'd do without her. Honestly, I really don't. But I was speaking to a friend. And we just finished playing Dungeons and Dragons, because as you know, I'm a dungeon master for 2 games, and at one point I was a dungeon master for 3 games a week. Now, anybody who loves Dungeons and Dragons knows that one game, to be the dungeon master, to be the game master for one game, is a lot of work, like part-time, full-time job work, right? So for me to do 2 is a miracle. To do 3 is insanity. Yet there I was, running 3 games. 2 of them in a public place, in a place called Geek Retreat, which was down my town, which is a terrible company with some really great employees that we had down there. And I made some really good friends and stuff. But Geek Retreat is a terrible bad company. That's a whole other subject that I'm going to leave anyway. But I was running 2 games in a public setting and then a private game for me and my friends, which was great. The private game ended and we had this big blowout where they fought the big boss, Tiamat, if you want to know, the 5-headed Queen of Dragons. But that game ended, and I still really haven't seen the friends that I wanted to since that game. And then I started this channel came back and I started playing games and stuff like that, which I'm super grateful to be able to do, to be honest. Super grateful. You have no idea how grateful I am to be able to do this again, and how much fun I'm having. How many great games I've already played. Sonic Adventure and Action Man, and oh my God. I've got a plethora of games that you should check out on the channel if you love classic gaming. And I've been so happy to do that. And recently, as of this month, I have a TikTok. channel. I don't know how to link TikTok, so I'm just going to link it either in the description below or somewhere on this video. But it's a new thing where I've got a book called Wreck This Journal. I might put a picture of it somewhere, maybe. I don't know how much effort I'm going to put into this video. But each page has a task that you have to complete. So, for instance, on one page, I had to rip out the page and make a paper aeroplane with it. So I've been making videos like that. I might put some videos in this little sort of thing to show you what I've been doing. They're only 30 seconds to a minute long. And I've been going through the Wreck This Journal. And I've been having a blast with it. And that's been taking up a chunk of my time. And then I run 2 Dungeons & Dragons games still. That's taking up a chunk of my time, which I'm running in my own home, by the way, on my own table with music and all that kind of stuff. So that's been taking up my time. Then I do this, which is 3 videos a week, and I have done 3 videos a week consistently since I came back. And even before then, even before I came back, every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, I upload a new video for you guys. Without fail, I've done that. Maybe once or twice I've gone past 5 o'clock, but I always upload 3 videos a week, which is recording, editing. I do my own thumbnails. I make my own thumbnails, and then release schedule, filling in all the details, all that stuff, transferring all the videos and stuff to put it into Final Cut Pro takes time in and of itself, and that takes up time. And I was talking to my friend, to go back to that. Again, sorry if this video is really rambly, but I was talking to my friend, Josh, specifically, who's a really good mate of mine, who I've known for nearly 10 years now. And we used to work together, and since he's actually the one that introduced me to Dungeons & Dragons. So I consider him a very dear friend to me. And we were talking, and he basically said to me, like, "Oh, Jim, you're insane, like, for how much you do." And I was showing him my TikTok and stuff, and he goes, "I don't know how you do so much in, like, I don't know how you could do so much. It seems mental." And I was just kind of blasé about it, like, yeah, whatever, you know, I'm just keeping myself busy. And we started talking. And, like, it's not really a revelation, but it's something that I've always known, that I basically said, as we go on, because he's a guy that doesn't worry about anything. He refuses to worry. If something comes up, he just sorts it, he doesn't worry about it, which is really admirable and really rare in nowadays society. But I said something. I keep myself busy, as busy as possible, with the channel, with the TikTok, which is, again, reading the book, recording, editing, releasing. Every single day I've done that for the past 25 days now, as of time of recording this video. So that's the channel, you guys. That's the TikTok. And that's 2 games of Dungeons & Dragons a week, which takes up a lot of time. And I'm still working. I work in a big shop, a big department store, however you want to call it. I work for one of the big chain shops in England here, which narrows it down for anyone who lives here. So I keep myself insanely busy. I don't stop. And I don't have time I don't give myself time to relax and stop. I don't give myself time to think. And I don't give myself time to breathe. I don't stop. And Josh asked me, so, well, how do you do it? And I literally just said to him, because if I stop working, if I stop doing, I start thinking. And if I'm thinking, bad thoughts go through my mind. And I said that really blasé. I literally said it like this. Oh, it's because if I stop working, I'll start thinking, and, you know, it's a bad place to be in my head. And that was a couple of nights ago now. I cannot stop dwelling on it. I can't stop thinking about it. And it's really It's really getting me down. Like, I can't stop. I need to be busy. Otherwise, I stop, and if I become stationary, my mind activates, and thoughts run through my mind that scare me. And that's the first time I said that out loud, by the way. Why am I saying this? Why am I telling you this? First of all, this is a nice little catharsis for me. And I believe in airing your stuff. People say, like, oh, you shouldn't share stuff on Facebook about being sad. Do what you want. Screw those guys. Like, if that's what it takes for someone to reach out to you and for you to be reached out to and to respond and for you to reach back, if that's what it takes, do that. Don't listen to anybody else. And I've suffered with depression pretty much all my life. But this year has been brutal. I've been in and out of hospital 3 times. I have... I've got money worries at the moment because of work not paying me properly. But the biggest kicker is that this year I lost my mum. And like, even prior to that, I was still keeping myself busy as much as I can, but I've been taking a lot of heavy blows this year. A lot of heavy blows. And I'm struggling. I'm really struggling. And I feel like if I stop and I start thinking, I feel like it hurts me a lot. And I can't focus and I can't think. And it kind of just sucks to be me. It sucks to be in my own head. Which I don't want that. I never used to have that. When I was in my band, VIPERA, that was it for me. My life was on the right track. I was on the right trajectory. I was moving in the direction I wanted to move in. I wanted to be a musician and nothing else. I had no plan B, didn't want a plan B, didn't care for a plan B. I missed birthdays, I missed Christmases, I missed so much. I spent money, thousands of pounds on gear and lessons and college and, you know, fuel for gigs and pay to play, which you should never do, and studio time. And for a long time, that was my life, and that's what I wanted more than anything in this world. And it got taken away from me because of self-centered human beings who don't think about anybody else but themselves and whatever should come along to take their fancy. Since then, I've been so lost in my life, and this channel's great. I really do love it. But sometimes, totally honest, sometimes I upload videos and I feel like I'm uploading them to the wind, to nothing, to crickets. And that's fine. I love the art form of doing this and recording videos and editing and putting them out. I love thumbnails. I love all that stuff. But it gets really disheartening when nobody watches your videos. Brutal. And anyone who has watched my videos, thank you so much. Thank you for leaving me a comment, and thank you for just checking me out. And if I've made you laugh in any way, I'm super grateful to be able to do that, and I'm lucky to have a place where I can actually do this. That's why I continue to do it. But sometimes it does feel like beating your head against a brick wall. Is this something I'd like to do full time? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Something I'd like to do full time. I'm passionate about the games that I play. I'm passionate about this channel. I love the idea of... I know a lot of people say YouTuber. I love the idea of being a YouTuber. I think it's great. Really great. But I keep banging my head against a brick wall every time I upload a video. Sometimes it's good, and sometimes I feel motivated to do it and just go, yeah, come on, another video, doesn't matter, move on to the next one. And then sometimes it's like, man, I thought that was a good video and it has 10 views. Now I know I don't play the algorithm like I should. I never want to be as big as Mr. Beast or anything nonsense like that. I can't stand Mr. Beast's videos anyway. I want my own little pocket of the internet where we can share games and stories like this. That's all I want from this. I'm grateful to anybody who watches. Even if it's 10 people, you're 10 human beings. And I acknowledge that you're 10 human beings. And thank you personally for watching, checking out, giving me a thumbs up, giving me a thumbs down, whatever. You checked me out. That's good enough for me. So thank you for that. And I don't mean to sound ungrateful. And I'm not. But I've come to this revelation that if I just don't do stuff, I have to live with myself, and I just don't like myself. I don't love myself at all. And it hurts to say out loud. It's the first time I've said it out loud. And now it's out on the internet for everyone to see. But so why am I telling you this? Why am I telling you this? Because if I can do anything, I can act as a warning, and I can act as a horizon line to look back on. I'm telling you this because I want you to just love yourself. I don't feel like you need to do stuff. I don't feel like you need to be busy. I get so busy and so overwhelmed that I burn out and become ill for like a week, where I cannot do a single thing. No D&D happens. I have to pre-record a bunch of videos, otherwise they don't get uploaded. No TikTok happens. No life happens. I can't go to work. I burn out. I burn out massively. And I don't want that to happen to anybody else. So, here is what I would like you to take away from this video. Don't distract yourself from yourself. Don't hinge on one goal, and if that one goal doesn't work, perpetually live that goal and the fact that you'll never live it in your head ever again. Don't do that. Move on. Be happy. Live through people. Look at yourself. Look back at what you did and go, do you know what? It was a bloody good ride, and I'm glad I did it. I made some great friends and some great memories. I can't do that. I don't know why. I can't do it. But you can. You have a chance. You have a chance right now. I don't care what you say. Here's your takeaway from this. Don't make yourself so busy that you can't think. Give yourself time to live with yourself. Give yourself time to stop. Watch a TV show. Play a video game casually. If you're like me and you're constantly running around and you're hurting yourself, stop. Just for a minute. Just think. Why am I doing these things? Am I doing it because I'm passionate, or am I doing it because of the reasons that I've stated? If it's the latter, stop and tell someone. Ask for help. Doesn't need to be a doctor. Hell, leave it in the comments. I'll give you some support. I promise you. Because if you leave it too long, your brain becomes your worst enemy. I know that sounds cliche, or it sounds over the top or whatever, but that's how I feel right now. I feel like they always say you're your own worst enemy, but you never really know how much of an enemy you are until you get to this point. So, my advice is, if something big is not happening in your life, and it might not happen, move on. You're strong enough to move on. Believe in yourself to move on. Or fight even harder. Fight even harder to get that thing that you're passionate about, because I didn't. I'm just living in a ball of regret. I'm telling you this to get it off my chest a little bit. And I'm also telling you this because I don't want you to feel like this. If you're watching this now and you're looking for a sign to change, this is it. This is your sign to change. This is someone calling out to you, whether you believe in God, or you believe in the afterlife, or you believe in a spirit, you believe in signs, you believe in tarot cards, whatever the case may be. If you're looking for a sign, you just found it. This video. If this is to pursue something you want, go and do it. Get something you want, go and get it. Make new friends, go out and get them. Most importantly, forgive yourself for whatever you've done or whatever you're doing. You know? You're not perfect. And no one expects you to be. You shouldn't expect you to be. You're great as you are. Not good, you're great as you are. And there are people that exist right now that are happy that you exist. I promise you. I promise you. Thanks for listening to me. I hope you got through this whole video. I'm reading 21 minutes on my camera right now. So I am going to continue to upload videos because I'm passionate about this channel. I love the games that I play, and I want to build a community round those games, round the millennial era. I want to take the stigma away from the word millennial and put it onto something positive. And that's what my plan is to do. Not to make millions of pounds, dollars, whatever, not to become super famous. It's just to live a life. That's all I've ever wanted, to live a really cool life. And I'm going to continue to do that. I'd like to release some music this year. I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm being realistic with myself. If you want to check out my TikTok, that'd be cool if you did. I'm having a lot of fun with it. And I'm going to continue to do Dungeons and Dragons because I'm super passionate about that as well. I'd love to do something on YouTube with Dungeons and Dragons, but I don't know. I'm lowering my expectations as I get older. I honestly feel too far gone. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. Maybe I should take my own advice. Maybe I'm a hypocrite. I'm more than likely a hypocrite. But I am the way I am. Thanks for checking this video out. I really appreciate it. If you've watched all the way to the end, thank you for your patience. You're great. People are great. People are awful. But people can also be great. Remember that, because I forget that along the way. I'm a very cynical human being. I don't come across as it, but I am very cynical, even towards myself. And yeah, that's all I got to say. Thanks for checking me out. I don't really know how to sign this off, really. Remember to always take it easy.